Hi, I'm Carol Ann Weaver from Body and Soul Companion, and I am leading you through the exercises of Ignatius of Loyola. It's a 32-week journey. I've written a manual, and I'm just reading the manual or I'm doing the exercises on YouTube. But if you'd like the manual, I'm happy to send it to you. So today we are doing another imaginative contemplation. And if you've been following, I've never done it from here. The sun is coming. This was beautiful. It was a really beautiful day, and actually, I had it all set up to do outside on my deck, but leaf blower, whoo! It made all this noise, and noise pollution. But this is all my books and my teacups from my grandmother and art. Um, my children over there when they were very young. Anyway, so you're in my home, and if you have looked at the Lectio Divina I have on John 15, I have it from here too. So we are going to do an imaginative contemplation in John 8, 2 through 11. It's the Jesus and the adulterous woman. So I am going to be reading from an imaginative contemplation already written up from the book. I want to give credit where credit is due. The 20 Encountering Jesus, 20 Guided Meditations on His Care and Compassion by Patty McCulloch. And I will put a link to that book in the description because I think we need to have credit where credit is due. So I am going to read John 8, 1 through 11, and then take you through the guided meditation. So the theme of this week is walking around in God's marvelous love, God's wonderful love, merciful love. And yeah, I'll pray us through the preparatory prayer and the grace first. But first, let's close our eyes and recenter our scattered senses on the presence of God. Breathing in deeply His love. Breathing out any stress, anxiety, fear. Just let it go. And receive His loving gaze on you. Lord, we pray that more of our day would be directed to your service and praise. And we seek the grace to have a deep felt awareness of and gratitude for your merciful love for us. John 8, 1 through 11. But Jesus went to the Mount of Olives early in the morning. He came again into the temple, and all the people were coming to him, and he sat down and began to teach them. The scribes and the Pharisees brought a woman caught in adultery, and having set her in the center of the court, they said to him, "Teacher, this woman has been caught in adultery in the very act. Now, in the law, Moses commanded us to stone such women. What then do you say?" They were saying this to test him, so that they might have grounds for accusing him. But Jesus stooped down and with his finger wrote on the ground. But when they persisted in asking him, he straightened up and said to them, "He who is without sin among you, let him be the first to throw a stone at her." Again he stooped down and wrote on the ground. When they heard it, they began to go out one by one, beginning with the older ones, and he was left alone, and the woman where she was in the center of the court. Straightening up, Jesus said to her, "Woman, where are they? Did no one condemn you?" She said, "No one, Lord." And Jesus said, "I do not condemn you either. Go, from now on, sin no more." This meditation takes you next to Jesus as he is confronted with a moral dilemma. Allow yourself to listen carefully and watch the drama unfold in your imagination, knowing that Jesus asked each of us, really, who are you to throw the first stone? Enter into this place. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Be still. Relax. Let all your worries fly away. Breathe in. Breathe out. And imagine. Hear the sounds of the city life. Feel all the people surrounding Jesus. You are there on the streets with Jesus. What are you wearing? What do the buildings look like? What's the weather like? Feel the temperature on your skin. Listen to Jesus. See the important men from the temple come pushing through the crowd. See them dragging a lady by both arms. And see them push her in front of Jesus. And she falls at Jesus' feet. Listen to the murmur of the crowd as the woman falls to Jesus' feet. Hear the important men, the Pharisees and scribes, say, "This woman was caught in the act of adultery. The law tells us that we should stone her. What do you think, Jesus?" There is a pause. People near you start to pick up stones. How do you feel observing this? Then look at Jesus. Look at the woman. Look at Jesus. And then see Jesus bend down, drawing in the sand. Everyone is waiting. What's Jesus gonna say? Be with the waiting. Sense and feel the restlessness of the crowd as they wait. See the woman just there alone, kneeling. Look closely at her. What's the expression on her face? Jesus stops, drawing in the sand. He looks up, but does not stand up. Listen attentively. The crowd quiets. Hear him say, "Let the one among you who has never sinned throw the first stone." And then he bends down. See him bending down, drawing again in the sand with his finger. What are you thinking as you see him drawing? What do you feel as you watch him? People around you toss their stones on the ground. Hear the crowd, all the stones dropping. See them shrug their shoulders and walk away. And see those important men, those temple men, stomp away in anger. Hear the stomp of their feet on the ground. Now look at Jesus and the woman before him. Jesus finally stands up. He looks around. See him looking around. You look around too. What do you see? Then hear him ask the lady, "Where did everyone go? Did no one condemn you?" Look at her face. Hear her say, "No one, sir." And see Jesus look into her eyes. "Neither do I condemn you." Go home and do not sin again. Watch what happens. How does the woman respond? Jesus, look at Jesus turning to you. And hear him say, look into your own life. So you do what Jesus says. You examine your life. Where have I sinned? Where have I judged other people who sinned? Talk to Jesus and listen to his reply. Come back into your real world and continue that dialogue with Jesus. Where have I thrown stones? Where have I not accepted his forgiveness and his love? Be blessed and have a wonderful